Welcome to the second review of the evening. Up this time is Mars Underground. Mars Underground is an apocalyptic adventure where you relive the same day over and over. With each new cycle, new items can be picked up and topics unlocked. Explore the possibilities of this time loop and uncover multiple endings. Take experimental prescription drugs, talk to a toilet, get hit by a car, humiliate yourself repeatedly, all in the name of figuring out what on earth is going on. So basically, Groundhog Day, the Game Maker RPG.
Or the Game Maker RPG of the Golden City, but on question mark. I guess are you in Mars?
That I don't know.
No,
They say on Earth, so.
yeah, your character is named Mars.
Yeah.
And as far as the underground
and you failed
stuff,
immediately because this house is not underground.
What if that's his last name?
it could be. Like, yeah, we can't dismiss that. We really can't. Now, really strong, like Jimmy Neutron energy there. Anyway, so this game was given to Petty, so over to him for the details.
So yeah, there is a kind of like core loop you can do, like the tutorial. It just kind of just railroads you through a cycle where you go to your first day of school, you go see, I believe he's a psychiatrist, and he gives you medication. Then you go home, you take your medication, and then time resets to the first day. And there are different ways to get out of this time loop, basically. You can either die, or your main goal is to shoot the doctor with some kind of ray gun, I believe it is. Where is it? The Quantisler.
That's a name.
Yeah.
Do you bring items back in time with you? Or
Yes.
Just
everything in your pocket when you either die or when you take your medication to reset time goes back with you. And yeah, like I can pick up the chicken surprise from the vending machine. And then I have the your teacher who, first day of school, you can go through a whole bunch of different things where you can basically ramble on about why you were kicked out of your old school and then end up getting expelled. And like there's a whole bunch of different like fake endings, almost like, I guess, Stanley Parable, for something to equate it to. And yeah, it's interesting. Like there's definitely some obtuse things. Like, there's a strength challenge at the amusement park that you would think you would need to like buff your own strength stat sometime, like through multiple loops, but now you just talk to the gym teacher after school and they'll go win it and give you the prize. So that's the thing. And like, if I go out to the courtyard, I can see the school bully and his friend. I could pick up a pile of poo if I really wanted to, and people I talked to would make mention about, hey, you stink. And then there's Jimmy Zucchini over here, who has kinda lost his marbles, to put it lightly.
But then who's the one here who's living in a Groundhog Day loop, right?
Yeah.
So how do new items become available on later runs? Do you just find out about them, or does what's around actually change?
Sometimes you, like... If I were to stay on the main loop, nothing would change. Other than... I think the only thing that's different is when you go to the psychiatrist's office, there is a machine in there that you put your quintilizer thing in, and that's basically Proc's endgame to start. So, outside of that, yeah. Here's one of the interesting death things you can do. You have the option to eat breakfast in the morning, but if you don't and decide to do gym class hungry, you will literally exhaust yourself to death. Which, I find that kind of funny, but I also have a weird sense of humor, so... And yeah, doing this will basically reset the loop if you... They're between killing yourself, or you can take your meds whenever to reset the loop. But if you wait till after, like, what should be the start of the next day, basically the world blows up, and you're forced to restart. I don't think you lose anything if you keep letting it, you know, the world blow up, because time just rewinds. So, and see, what I can do with this is, since I hit continue, I can just go into my inventory, I can eat breakfast if I want to, or I could make myself sick. I actually have not tried that yet, so... Oh, it doesn't do anything if you throw up. Good to know. It's science. And that's basically kind of like what you have to do. You're basically rubbing shit together. See what unlocks a new path and what doesn't. And yeah. Later on, after you do the quest in the amusement park, you can unlock the toilets, where you can use them to warp between various places. So yeah, because apparently the toilets will remember that you've cleaned them.
You know what? It makes as much sense as anything else.
And there's another way to die, just walking into the amusement park without the quote-unquote helmet of protection, where you just kind of get zapped out of existence.
Huh.
Because weird shit's going down at the amusement park. And then, yeah, if I just put on the
Are the three different continue options different?
From what I can tell, no. And see, now that I have the helmet of protection, I can walk around.
I see.
Indeed. And, like, one of the things I was about to try is going home. There's a computer in my room, and I got a video game at the thrift shop. So I can...
Game. Like, it looked like is this game.
Yes.
How meta.
Mm-hmm.
Just starts to loop over.
Oh god, this is kind of meta as hell.
I mean, how could it not be?
Oh.
There's no option for Dennis.
But you can't get Yeet Flask.
Oh god. We are meta as hell.
Once again, with a game like this, I'm not. I was expecting meta.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're gonna quit that. Anyway, but yeah, if I wanted to, I could just take my meds, go to sleep, and then restart the loop. And then there are some interesting things you can do, like in the early morning. You can go to the... You can, if you take some coffee, you can teleport to the police station and put an arrest warrant out for various people. Like ranging from Jimmy Zucchini's dad to the president, or not the president, the principal of your school. And
Can you get yourself?
I don't believe yourself is an option. Warrants. Issue a warrant. Yeah, no, yourself is not an option. But you can arrest a school bully. And his dad. But yeah, like, if you do Principal Judy, if you're hanging around the school around the time when the warrant happens, like the early nighttime, you can manage to get the keys to the school, so you can kind of sneak in there and then do school things when you're not supposed to. Like if you saw that red jewel that was at the school entrance when we went to school, yeah, that is an option you can do. And yeah, I guess any questions, comments, fears?
Not really. It sounds interesting, though. Albeit, perhaps to some extent, repetitive.
Yeah, it's a little repetitive and a little obtuse. Like, I will give it that.
Well, how was I supposed to know to shove a chocolate bar into the school microwave?
I mean...
Only when you get the bully arrested.
Mm-hmm. Like, getting mom's keys was kind of a pain. There was a record from the music teacher that involved a whole thing about getting your sister's diary. There were a couple other items. So yeah, it's kind of obtuse, but if you're into that, it's kind of interesting. And like, there are also topics to go over, you know, kind of get you steered in the right direction. Like, there are creepy dudes in black robes that come out at night. What's up with that? And, you know, Dr. Kronos, which is, you know, kind of funny that he basically has disappeared. Wink. So yeah, music is... It's mostly atmospheric stuff. And... Yeah, presentation is, do you like, you know, old school computer game look / late NES? But yeah, I think that's it from me.
Okay.
Unless you have guys anything else you want to add or ask.
Well, hang on here. Pricing. Like app here. The game clocks in at $1.99, and the soundtrack is 99 cents. The bundle is $2.68.
I think that's a fine price for it if you don't mind the repetitive nature. I would say wait several cycles before trying to look for a guide, or else you're just gonna blow through the game and then it's not really worth it at that price. Definitely a lot of the fun in the game is trying to rub things together and see what new stuff happens.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think that's it for me.
All right. So I guess that'll conclude on Mars Underground. Be sure to tune in after the break, as the Golics will be tackling Minimal.